Planning a trip to Italy? Don't let scammers ruin your Italian getaway. From fake gelato shops to rigged ATMs, we're exposing the sneakiest travel scams in Italy that you need to know about right now. From Rome to Florence, Venice to Milan, we've got you covered. Stay one step ahead of the scammers and make the most of your Italian adventure. In this video, we'll reveal the top travel scams to avoid in Italy, so you can focus on soaking up la dolce vita. Join me as I dive into the heart of Italy to uncover the sneakiest travel scams and see if you would spot them all before they caught you off guard. Before we dive in, can you please like and subscribe to our channel? That really helps us to continue to be helpful with Italian travel tips. Many thanks in advance. Welcome to the video where we reveal the top travel scams in Italy that could catch you off guard. Understanding these scams will help you enjoy your trip without falling victim. Traveling in Italy can be a dream, but it's essential to be aware of the various scams that target unsuspecting tourists, leading to financial loss and frustration. We'll explore some common scams such as the fake petition trick, the overpriced taxi ride, and the notorious pickpocket tactics, providing you with tips on how to avoid them. The most shocking scams often happen in plain sight. Hear the story of a traveler who lost hundreds due to a seemingly innocent street performer. Visiting iconic landmarks, indulging in delicious food, and immersing in the rich culture is what Italy is all about. However, the beauty of Italy can quickly turn into a nightmare if you're not careful. Scammers are getting more and more creative, and it's up to you to stay one step ahead. Italy is a hotbed for scammers, and they often target tourists who are unaware of the local customs and language. From pickpocketing to fake charity scams, there's no shortage of ways scammers can get their hands on your hard-earned cash. The key to avoiding these scams is to be educated, aware, and prepared. Being mindful of your surroundings and keeping your valuables secure can make all the difference between a dream vacation and a nightmare scenario. Italy is a beautiful country, rich in history, culture, and unforgettable experiences. But like any popular tourist destination, it also has its fair share of scams designed to take advantage of unsuspecting travelers. So, what can you do to avoid falling victim to these schemes? Stay tuned as we dive into the 5 sneakiest travel scams in Italy and provide you with essential tips on how to stay one step ahead. 1. The fake petition scam. Picture this. You're strolling through a historic piazza, soaking in the beauty of Italy, when a seemingly kind person, often a young woman or a child, approaches you with a clipboard. They ask you to sign a petition for a noble cause, helping the disabled, fighting for human rights, or supporting a local charity. You hesitate, but their earnest expression makes you want to help. The moment you reach for your pen, a second person subtly moves into position. Before you realize it, your wallet or phone is gone. Their trick? Distraction and teamwork. How to avoid it? Never engage with strangers who approach you with petitions or unsolicited requests. A simple, "No, grazie," and walking away is the best defense. Keep your valuables in a secure, zippered bag, preferably crossbody style and worn in front of you. 2. The overpriced taxi ride. After a long flight, all you want to do is get to your hotel, drop your bags, and start exploring. But if you're not careful, that first taxi ride could end up costing you far more than it should. Some taxi drivers, especially near major transport hubs like airports and train stations, will either refuse to use the meter, quote you a wildly inflated fare, or take the longest possible route to rack up the charge. One traveler shared their experience of being charged $100 for what should have been a $20 ride in Rome. The driver claimed it was a special holiday rate. Spoiler alert, there's no such thing. How to avoid it? Always use official taxi stands. Check that the taxi has a visible meter and license number. Before getting in, ask for an estimated fare or insist on the meter being used. For major airport transfers, consider booking a taxi or shuttle service in advance at a fixed rate. 3. Pickpocketing in tourist hotspots. Italy's breathtaking sites like the Colosseum, Trevi Fountain, and Venice's St. Mark's Square are must-sees, but they're also prime hunting grounds for pickpockets. These thieves work in teams, using tactics like bumping into you, accidentally spilling something on your clothes, or causing a commotion to distract you. A woman I met in Florence had her wallet stolen while standing in line for gelato. One person bumped into her while another, helpfully, pointed out the distraction, and in that moment of confusion, her bag was unzipped, and her wallet vanished. How to avoid it? Keep your bag in front of you, with a zipper fully closed. Use anti-theft bags or money belts under your clothing. Never keep your phone or wallet in your back pocket. If someone spills something on you or causes a distraction, secure your belongings before reacting. 4. The street performer. Some street performances in Italy can be mesmerizing, whether it's a mime in Rome, an accordion player in Venice, or a talented guitarist in Florence. But while you're captivated by the music or performance, you may not notice what's happening behind you. A traveler I spoke to recounted how she lost hundreds of euros in a matter of seconds. She was watching a street magician in Florence when someone accidentally bumped into her. She barely thought twice about it, until she reached for her bag later and realized her wallet was gone. How to avoid it? Enjoy street performances, but be extra vigilant. If you stop to watch, position yourself with your back to a wall or a safe vantage point. Hold onto your bag firmly and keep it zipped at all times. 5. The friendly local scam. This scam plays on the kindness of tourists. A stranger approaches you, eager to offer help or local advice. They might say they know a better restaurant than the one you're heading to, offer to take your photo, or even hand you a free bracelet or souvenir. Sounds harmless, right? Until they start demanding money, refusing to leave until you pay up. Worse still, they might be working with pickpockets, using the moment to swipe your valuables. How to avoid it? Be wary of overly friendly strangers who approach you unsolicited. Never accept free gifts. Nothing is truly free. If someone insists on helping you with directions or taking a photo, politely decline and move on. Final tips for staying safe. The best way to avoid travel scams is awareness. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Here are a few extra tips to keep you safe. Stay alert in crowded places. Thieves love distractions. Use a crossbody bag with zippers and keep it in front of you. Have backup cash and cards stored separately in case of theft. Learn a few key Italian phrases like no, grazie, no thank you, to confidently decline unwanted interactions. Avoid engaging with persistent strangers, whether they're selling souvenirs, offering help, or asking for donations. Italy is a magical place, full of wonder and adventure. By staying informed and taking a few simple precautions, you can enjoy every moment without falling victim to these common scams. Now that you know what to watch out for, go explore Italy with confidence. Have you ever encountered a travel scam? Share your experience in the comments below. If visiting Tuscany is on your bucket list, take advantage of our viewers' discount and grab a copy of our guidebook, 14 Amazing Days in Tuscany, for 50% off. This immersive guidebook has an incredible itinerary and some great information on destinations, travel, hotels, restaurants, cafes, and more. It not only lays out all the ingredients for an unforgettable Italian experience, but will take you to some off-the-beaten-track destinations and probably a few places you hadn't thought of visiting. Thanks again for your support, and we look forward to seeing you very soon in our next videos.